Hello and welcome to a new video on the Darts World YouTube channel. With the 2023 PDC World Championship just a few days away, we are going to take a look at one interesting fact about each of the 96 players playing in this year's event. So without further ado, let's get on with the video with our first player, the 2021 World Champion Gerwyn Price. Price has a strange water bottle placement ritual which he performs before most of his games, a strange routine which is also performed by tennis legend Rafa Nadal. The 2020 and 2022 world champion Peter Wright is currently paid a wage by his wife, who manages his earnings to stop him going into debt. This is as Wright made some impulsive purchases in the past. Michael van Gerwen is another player with a strange routine which he does during matches. The three-time world champion pulls his socks up often, but he has stated that he doesn't know why he does this. Michael Smith cut himself moments after winning both the 2018 Shanghai Darts Masters and the 2022 Grand Slam. Luke Humphries uses the longest stems of any of the top pro players, with his extra long stems being 65 millimeters long. Rob Cross has reached a major final every season since getting his tour card back in 2017. Johnny Clayton only gave up his job as a council plasterer this year, way later than the majority of players who have achieved his level of success would have. James Wade is the only player who hasn't won the World Championship and has won 6 or more PDC Premier events. At 84.82, Danny Noppert set the lowest PDC Major final winning average of all time at the 2022 UK Open, excluding the World Grand Prix, which is a double start event and was won by Alan Warner Little with a 83.52 average in 2001. Nathan Aspinall is the only player to win their first PDC Major with a 170 finish in the final leg of the final. The only other player to win a major in the same fashion is Colin Lloyd. Two-time world champion Gary Anderson used to deliberately wear bad shirts. In 2013, he released a calendar featuring some of the strangest designs. Dave Chisnall once failed an anagram challenge of his own surname. Joe Cullen is a cousin of pool player Carl Boys, who is a former world champion and Mosconi Cup winner. Dirk van Dijvenbode still works on an aubergine farm. Dimitri van den Berg is the only Belgian PDC Major winner. Heavy metal Ryan Searle uses the heaviest darts of any pro PDC player at 32 grams. José de Souza is the only Portuguese player to win a PDC title, whilst Krzysztof Ratajski is the only Polish player to win a PDC title. With a 101.32 average to win this year's European Championship, Ross Smith set the third highest first major winning average in PDC history. At the 2019 Brisbane Darts Masters, Damon Hayda became the first non-tour card holder and first host nation player to win a PDC World Series event. Stephen Bunting uses the lightest darts of any top PDC pro, with his tiny barrels weighing just 12 grams. Chris Dobie and Callan Ridds are cousins, and they are the 22nd and 23rd seed respectively. Daryl Gurney reached at least the quarter-finals of every singles televised tournament he played in 2017. Gabriel Clemens is trained as a locksmith and an industrial mechanic. Brendan Dolan became the first player to hit a 9-darter in a PDC double start event at the 2011 World Grand Prix. Mervyn King worked as an Amazon driver during the first coronavirus lockdown. Vincent van de Voort once checked his phone during a game on the European Tour. Martin Schindler once worked as a PDC Europe steward at European Tour events. Mensur Suljovic once hit a 9-darter by hitting back-to-back 170s and then a 161 checkout at a Eastern Europe Super League event. Kim Huybrechts once played and beat his own brother, Ronnie, at the PDC World Championship. Raymond van Barneveld hit the first 2 9-darters in the history of both the PDC Premier League and World Championship. Josh Rock hit a 104 average to win the 2022 World Youth Championship, which is the highest final average in the competition's history. Andrew Gilding performs the same strange step up and set up every time before he starts throwing. Martin Lukeman earned just under £10,000 last year, which was his first year as a pro. He has already earned nearly £100,000 this year before the World Championship. Matters Razma was the first Latvian to win a tour card and play in the PDC World Championship. Adrian Jackpot Lewis got his nickname after winning a big prize at a Vegas casino which he couldn't claim as he was underage. Raubijon Rodriguez has 2 brothers who play darts and also have the initials RJR. Scott Williams is provisionally in the top 64 despite not having a tour card. Jim Williams lost in the final of the last ever BDO World Championship. Ryan Meikle works as a barber. William O'Connor has appeared in every PDC World Cup. Steve Beaton will make his 32nd consecutive World Championship appearance this year. Jermaine Watimina once played a game against Jel Clausen which was 11 legs long and lasted just 15 minutes. Simon Whitlock was spotted wearing a Winmau Darts shirt on holiday in Thailand. Keane Berry is the 3rd youngest player to play in the history of the PDC World Championship. Keegan Brown works for the NHS. Ricky Evans is thought to have hit the fastest 180 in World Championship history in just 2.16 seconds. Alan Suter is a fireman and looks after guide dogs. Karel Sedlacek got his nickname after winning 3 legs and randomly screaming, "I am evil Charlie." Jamie Hughes recently had an elbow operation. Matt Campbell is provisionally the 3rd highest ranked player who won a tour card at 2022 Q School. Danny Jensen was the youngest tour card winner at 2022 Q School. At 65 millimeters, Mike De Decker uses the longest barrels of any PDC pro. Richie Edhouse won the first game of last year's World Championship. Boris Krichmar has won more than 400 soft-tip tournaments. Cameron Menzies once missed a Q School game because he was on the toilet. Luke Woodhouse hit a 9-darter on the PDC home tour. Mickey Mansell was fined by the DRA for not playing to the best of his ability in the 2019 World Championship. Geert Nentjes is from the same town as Ko-Stomp. Niels Zonneveld reached a major quarter-final at the 2021 World Series of Darts Finals. Martine Clearmaker had to withdraw from the 2021 World Championship due to a positive COVID test. John O'Shea won the last World Masters organized by the BDO. Adam Gavlas only started playing darts in 2019. Lisa Ashton was the first woman to win a PDC tour card at Q School. Danny Baggish was the first American player to qualify for a European Tour event. Sebastian Bielecki reached a major quarter-final at the 2022 UK Open. Richie Burnett hasn't played at the World Championships since 2014. David Cameron is not the former British Prime Minister. Mal Cumming beat tour card holder Gordon Mathers in the final of the Australian qualifier. Leonard Gates was a semi-pro baseball player and had a baseball card. Bo Greaves will become the youngest woman to play in the PDC World Championship. Shicheng Han got his place at this tournament as Zhong Xiaochen was forced to pull out. Florian Hempel was a former professional handball player. Jimi Hendrix is not a drummer. Lawrence Ilagan used to practice 8 hours a day. Prakash Jiwa started representing India this year. Ryan Joyce reached the quarter-final of his first PDC World Championship. Jose Justicia once had a big fight with Adrian Lewis during a game. Darius Labanauskas was the first Lithuanian player to play in the PDC World Championship. Daniel Larsson also hit a 9-darter in the PDC Home Tour. Paulo Nebreda was the runner-up in the first PDC Asian Championship. Vladislav Omolchenko worked as a minor. Robert Owen reached the semi-final of the 2018 UK Open. Christian Perez won the first PDC Asian Championship. Diogo Portela appeared on a darts game show on Sky before turning pro. Nathan Rafferty beat Peter Wright in his first televised event. Ben Robb will play in the first game of this tournament. Grant Sampson beat Devin Peterson in the South African qualifier. Fallon Sherrock is still the only woman to win a game at the PDC World Championship. Jeff Smith is a former BDO World Championship finalist. Raymond Smith and his son, Kai, both played in the World Championship last year. Toru Suzuki played in the World Cup for the first time this year. Danny Van Tripp won a match on the Modus Super Series with a 9-darter in the last leg. Louis Williams is trained as a barber. And Nobuhiro Yamamoto won the 2022 Japan Championship. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe and comment below who you think will win the tournament this year.